The girls put on real cowboy boots and went to Billy Bob's, but Billy has nothing on Miss Kitty. And a shocking and not so shocking cut was made tonight. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Take a seat, right over there, sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive.
Okay. I love how we use songs from the episode.
I like all of our songs.
Yeah,
And
they're
it's
like upbeat.
a little
fun.
playlist, right?
Yeah.
It makes it easy on us because then we don't have to think about what songs
Yeah,
to
what should we
beforehand.
play?
We'll be like, oh, that one's good.
Yeah. And they kind of play the same type of songs
Yeah.
for.
Upbeat. Makes you want to
Yeah,
cheer.
it's like this song.
Yeah.
She loves to dance. We were here last week and she just almost even wouldn't stop
grooving.
dancing.
I love it. Well,
Dance
guys,
party on.
welcome back to DCC AfterBuzz, and we are so excited to be back together.
Yay!
Yay! We're together again.
Reunited.
It feels so good. This is episode 8. Here comes Kitty. I'm your host, Imani Blackmon, and to my left.
What's up, y'all? It's Stefan.
Hey guys, Julana here.
Make sure to look at our chat roll and also stay tuned for our cheer segment, which is where we give you cheer history and all good things cheer. Along with, we have some really good news for all you DCC hopefuls if you want to audition. Stay tuned for that. So what are your overall thoughts on today's episode?
You know, it just keeps getting better and better. I thought with this episode, we saw more behind the scenes, more of the criticism. I think more so than any other episode. I mean, people were getting dogged for their hair, for their bodies. So yeah, so it was kind of cringeworthy, but fun.
I feel like things finally started to get kind of real again, and I really liked that they did something, the team bonding, because that's out of the studio, and then we kind of just got to see them be real people and see how they get along with each other, which I was very excited for.
Yes, I love that they know so many routines now, so we see them dance a lot more, and the rookies are doing a lot better, so the cuts are becoming harder because at this point everyone's kind of starting to look good. I mean, there's a few that aren't, but for the majority, we'll get to that later.
Right.
So for our first topic, we're going to talk about the first rehearsal. Judy actually said that this is the hardest season that they've had to make cuts, which is interesting because last week Travis was like, oh, I can easily cut 8. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I wonder what they're seeing, why it's so difficult, where like someone else can just walk in and be like, oh, cut.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe because they are starting to have kind of personal relationships with the girls, whereas they see them every day. So they get to see them more. You know, not everybody's on 100% every day. So they see them on their good days and their bad days versus like somebody who just comes in for one day and sees them on that day. Mm-hmm. They can tell who performed really good that day. And that's all they're basing it off of.
That's a good point. Yeah, the coach is getting used to all of the candidates, and then when you have a fresh set of eyes, they come in and they're like, "Oh, that one right there sticks out like a sore thumb." So I see Julana's point.
Right, and they ran through, I think, all the routines that they have, but it was at random, so they didn't have time to go over it. It was just they call you up in your group, and then they call out or they play the music of what you're going to perform, which is scary because it's like you need some time to register. And to just get up there and you have 10 routines in your back pocket, and you have to know each one of them.
Because if it was me, I'd be, the music turns on, I'm like, okay, now wait, what dance is that? I mean, I'd give me like 10 seconds.
I'm like, a little bit of time. And some girls really did struggle. Dayton and Melina.
Surprise.
I know. They were really struggling. Like, Dayton didn't even know the choreography at all.
Yeah.
And it's bad because they were both in the same group.
Yeah. And right next to each other.
Mm-hmm. And I think the coaches even said, quote, Dayton and Melina, I don't know who's worse.
But Dayton was definitely worse.
Yeah.
Dayton.
For sure. And then she had them flip around to see if they actually...
away from the mirror.
Yeah, away from the mirror, so you couldn't look at anyone. Mm-hmm. And then it was...
That's the worst scenario if you're unsure of a dance and then you have to face the back wall and you're like, crap, I really don't know this.
Yeah, it sucks. I used to hate that during recital time. I'm like, okay,
funny.
turn around. And I'm like, no,
You're trying
to turn around.
You're trying to like peek at everybody.
But all the cheaters stand out when that happens.
Everything is like a half second late.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Someone that stood out to me is Gabby. She gets praise. She's like Asian descent. She gets praise every episode, but her character is so low key. Do you notice that?
Yeah, I don't think she's ever had anything bad said about her.
Yeah, it's always like praises from guest people that come in, or Judy and Kelly. But has there been a segment on her? Like,
Guess
Gabby.
who's making the team?
I know, probably.
Maybe.
I think her, and the same for Daphne too. I feel like there's certain girls like that. They just come and they consistently perform well.
You're right.
That maybe they're not like, there's no drama there, so there's no story. Just like, she's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
She's great at everything.
I'm too good. I can't get a story.
Right. Sometimes it's like that.
I know, because you have no juice to offer. Or maybe it'd just be bad for a little bit, just so I can get some airtime. The second thing they did was the DCC. They had a performance at the senior citizen home, which was really cute. Especially the old little lady that
The Rockette.
The Rockette. She was the cutest.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
But like you said, I thought that it was so, I mean, what an awesome opportunity to, help others in the community. You're not just beautiful and a star dancer, but you're actually like giving your energy, giving your positive vibes to people who need a little, pizzazz in their lives. I think it was Kelli who actually said, using your visibility to touch the lives of others, making sure they don't feel unforgotten.
Oh, I know. I wrote that one
My
down.
heart was just like,
honestly, that whole part of the show, it gave me the feels.
No, same.
I was a little bit, I mean, I didn't cry, but I felt it.
No, me too. I was trying to hold it back. That's why I started drinking my little Celsius drink.
Oh, you were trying to be slack?
Yeah, I was trying to be slack, so I was like, oh my gosh, my tears.
You've got to watch Imani, because Imani's watching all of us all the time. So if you were shedding tears, she would have caught it and called you out.
Well, I just like too that they told the girls, like, make sure you talk to them and you visit with them and you listen to their stories that they have to tell you, because I think that's so true. Going to like a retirement center and just hanging out with the residents there, they have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many years collectively all of those people have of knowledge of life.
Right. It's incredible.
If they remember.
Exactly.
But no, you could tell that they felt really good about, communicating, talking with the girls. So that was special.
And Kelly and Judy were talking about how it's a good experience for them to see how the girls interact in a appearance setting and how they represent the Dallas Cowboys.
But were they faking it? Like, were they faking it because Kelly and Julie are both there watching? Like, are they like putting it on, like they turning whatever they need to turn
with the grandmas and grandpas?
To like say, hey, I'm a part of this team. I mean, even if it is fake, okay, fine, I get it. But is it a chance to really see who these women are and how they're going to be on the team, or were they simply just turning it on because eyes were on them?
I mean, well, go ahead.
No, you can go.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure they turned it on because you just, that's your only option. We talked about this before when they went on the little boat trip or whatever with the stingrays. Remember, like you have to be like
down for anything. I think that is for sure with the bonding experience, because they're, like you said, the coaches are there, they're watching them. That one girl was afraid of heights.
Yes.
And she still went up there because she didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But for the senior home, that was probably real feels.
I feel like
because everyone just thinks of their little old grandma and grandpa, and then you look at them and see them. So it's cute. Yeah, but their bonding experience could have been a little fake, I'm sure, because you have to turn it up.
Right.
You have to be performing.
Who was it? Dayton, who got caught like several times, like not participating. Like they went to her.
No, it wasn't Dayton. It was Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay. Kristen was
with the low eyes.
Yes, the sexy
sleepy
Yeah,
eyes.
it's like I don't even know how to.
I tried it this week.
Yeah,
it was
just
like
so
worked.
low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
on your
she
Instagram
wasn't-
pics.
Hey guys.
Yeah, she was not participating. She could just be quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't trying to put on a show and perform. She was like, I'm here. I guess I'm bonding.
She's like, I came.
I conquered.
I came. I saw.
Right. They went to line dancing at Billy Bob's, which is really cute because they are Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, well, hopefuls, and they put on their boots. And they did line dancing, and they were like, if you don't know how to line dance, then this says a lot about if you can make DCC.
They would have kicked me out.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, but they all got it. No one got in trouble. Everyone had the steps down.
They're professional dancers. They should be able to line dancing.
Footwork.
Line dancing is not that hard, I don't think. I was really jealous of them, actually, because I love line dancing, and they said that this place was the biggest
Place to go.
honky-tonk in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to go to this place.
I wanted them to have like a mechanical bull. That would have
But
been
they
more
had real
fun.
bulls.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why do you
You
want to
see
get
the
on and
mechanical
ride the
I
real
know,
bull?
that's
I
scary.
wanted to see them like, woo,
Yeah.
get a cowboy. That's what I
That
wanted
might
to
have taken
see.
the show in a different direction.
Well, hey.
I went line dancing before, and I stuck out like a sore thumb. And when I walked in there, I was like, oh.
To the left, to the left.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just doing my own thing, and I missed the rehearsal. Like, they have like not rehearsals, but you can go in and learn the choreography before the actually club opens.
Oh,
I didn't know
see?
anything. Yeah,
I would have taken that class.
Yeah, it's beneficial.
Yeah.
But slightly going back to the senior home, I was hoping that they would come out in their actual uniform. Like when she was like, go change, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to put on their little two-piece.
They look like they had pajamas on.
No, those grandmas would have heart attacks. To see those.
No, they would be like, go girl, you better flaunt it while
I
you
don't think
got
they
it.
dress like, maybe, but I think like my grandma would not have like that outfit.
Yeah.
Very conservative. I guess it depends what kind of grandma.
Yeah,
you
that's
have.
true. I'm sure Helen, the former Rockette.
Right,
would
Right.
love
She would have
it.
been like, yeah,
Take it off, girls.
Right. She would have loved that. And then the Miss Kitty rehearsal. Miss Kitty is back. She's a
Fierce.
coach. Yeah. And she is so harsh. Like, I would be so terrified if I was performing in front of her. Because she's like, this is wrong, that's not cute.
She doesn't hold back.
Yeah, not at
At least
all.
she wasn't doing it in front of the girls, though.
Yeah.
I feel like they would just cry. She was.
Well, she called out one of the girls and said, hey, you dancing next to so-and-so, she is outshining you, and you need to step it up. If that was me, like, I forgot the name of the girl, but whoever that was, I would have cried. I would have broken down and been like, ooh, or I would have talked back and be like, no, Miss Kitty.
I don't think talking back would have been a good idea.
Yeah, not at all. She would have jumped down your throat.
Yes, she would have, and beaten me down.
I was just like, what's going to happen
They
now?
say, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm like,
sir.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm like, come again.
But you can't say yes, ma'am, unless you understand.
What
Kelly said that.
Yes, what they're asking of you. Because I feel like I get that because you don't really understand. So you're saying yes,
Yes, ma'am.
to,
Right.
like, you come back and still mess up.
You're right.
Yeah, it's like you're just saying yes and just don't.
It's like
have any
saying
of it.
sorry when you
Right.
don't really mean
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah. And Miss Kitty brought Nick. He's a profound choreographer and choreographed for a lot of celebrities, which is really cool because despite making the team or not, you come back home or wherever with a whole new experience and knowledge of from different choreographers that most people would dream to work with. So like last week they had Travis Wall and now they have this guy.
Right.
So
He's danced with Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Exactly. There's just so much more than just making the team that they gain from this training camp experience.
Yes.
I liked his choreography too. It's really
Yeah.
feisty.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
some girls really shine because everyone's style isn't pom. So, and you can tell the girls that have grown up in the studio, in and out of class, and they do all types of styles, opposed to the girls that maybe just really cheered or doesn't really have a lot of technical experience. But I loved his choreography. It was super
It was sassy, lots of salsa
Fast.
moves, sexy.
Yeah, I can definitely see J-Lo doing that.
yeah.
on
Yeah,
stage.
I love that split move. They were like facing the back, you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
And then they just flip it around. I was like,
Oh, I did see that.
yeah, I was like, cute.
Gave me some ideas.
It was like a split and then rolling over to the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And it was so sassy that someone even fell. Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that girl? Yeah, what was her name?
Kashira.
Yeah, she is like she is one of the not the rookies. She's on the.
She's one of my
She's
favorites.
a
She's,
vet.
like a super vet.
She was the one who was
Team lead.
helping with the choreography in one of the first.
Oh, right.
episodes.
Yeah.
I
remember
think
us
she's
talking
safe.
about-
I don't have any worries about
Yeah,
her
yeah.
getting cut.
Yeah. And now she's hurt.
Good for her. Now she gets a break. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, exactly.
But
I could
it's
use
just
that.
her elbow. She said she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because she went to the emergency room, which is scary.
Yeah, well, yeah. But she came back, just a little sling on her.
I wonder if DCC pays for that. If they have to go to the emergency room.
Maybe.
That's a good
I feel like they might. Oh, I don't know, because
I don't know.
yeah.
Do they provide health insurance for their dancers?
I feel like no.
I feel like not. I feel like there's a lot of underlying stuff with pro teams.
That'll be a question. We
need to
should
look
write that
into
down in case we ever have a
We'll
DCC
get back to you
guest
next
and we can
week.
talk to them.
Right. Like,
them.
do you get health insurance? What's that looking like, girl?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I have an announcement for our AfterBuzzers, actually. What's up, guys? Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. We've got dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, and there's no network that works harder to serve television fans than we do here at AfterBuzz. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help us here at AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because you can opt out of those. So hit the subscribe button below our video right here for this channel, and make sure to check out all of our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels also. Let us know that you did this in our comments, and we'll shout you out on air, which we actually do have somebody. Our first person that subscribed, and they let us know they subscribed. Amy, thank you so much for watching us and commenting and talking with us. So hopefully you're watching this one and all of our next ones, and I will be commenting back. I said last week, I said I really do read all the comments, and I comment back.
She means
so
it.
I won't miss it.
She means it. We all do.
So I'm proving it now. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy,
But
for your support.
thanks. And for now, you guys, thanks for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Perfect.
Yay.
Thank you. So The Office. No one wants to be in The Office. It's the worst, I'm sure. Like, my heart pounds when she's standing there and they're in the little semicircle sitting down. I'm like, oh, she's about to call somebody in the office.
Right.
But I love it because it's drama.
So who got called in?
So the first person was Brennan. I think that's her name. But she was that was her seventh time in the office.
Right. She's the one who,
Seven.
this is her third time trying out.
In the past 3 years,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so through that time, this is her seventh time.
I'm
Which is
pulling for Brennan.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she got a lot of praise, though. It was mainly
She
just to keep her motivated and keep
She
her confident.
knew she wasn't going to get cut going
Yeah.
into the office. She was like, this is my first time going in. I'm sure they just want to
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
she's not worried about getting cut.
And they like her, so
She's
I think
good.
she'll be fine.
Yeah. I hope she makes it. I hope she does. I mean, she's shining on the team. I like her look. I like her style. So go, Brennan.
Woo.
I think we should start putting bets on who we think is going to make the team.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe once we get to episode like 10.
Yeah,
I'm in.
that's good.
Yeah.
I like that, and we'll see who's right.
Uh-huh.
The second person was Victoria, and I really like her.
We all
Yeah,
do.
you guys like her too.
Yeah.
She's just super cute and nice and like
Bubbly.
just bubbly, and she seems genuine. I think she's just happy about life and happy to be there and hopefully to follow in her mother's footsteps.
Yes.
But today, this was her third time being called in the office, which is a lot for this is episode 8. So,
I honestly think that being called in the office for her is like nothing, because this time she was like, it's my third time.
Yeah.
But she
I
didn't
feel like it's
seem,
been more than 3.
she didn't seem nervous about it. She's like, oh, I got to go talk to them again.
yeah, I know. That's a lot, especially because the first couple
is a
episodes
lot.
were auditions and then going into training camp. So really, we've only had like a good 6 of training
Like,
camp.
that's every other episode.
And
that
you've
she's
been in the
gone.
office 3 times, girl. That's a lot.
But these are her friends.
I
This is
know.
like her auntie. And
Right,
her,
it is.
godmommy.
And it was sad because she had to tell her that she had about her weight and her body.
11 pounds?
11 pounds.
But that's a lot.
That's a lot. And we were actually talking about this because at first it's like, you're dancing, you're doing a lot of cardio, but at the same time, like for me and my body type, dance doesn't do it anymore as a dancer. I have to be in the gym and watch exactly what I'm eating.
Yes.
And I was saying to you
Same
that
here.
if you, my philosophy about it is if you're not trying to lose, you will gain. If you have a certain body type, and Victoria has that body type where she will gain weight if she's not going home after practice, eating what she's supposed to eat, or even maybe before practice going to the gym, you know?
Yeah, because it's kind of true. If your body gets used to dancing that much, that kind of becomes its neutral.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, you're doing all that, but it would be the same as somebody who doesn't dance all the time, just not going to the gym.
You have to be really cognizant about what your physical routine is, which clearly she's getting the cardio in, as Kelli said, but it's probably the food, which is why the nutritionist was there.
Yeah. And I felt bad, but I could like kind of see it.
I could see it.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know they definitely, but you know what? They set it up and they put. There was one shot of her dancing, and they put that in there so that you could really see
Yeah.
that she had gained
I
weight.
thought she looked great. I thought she looked great. I thought she looked great in her outfit. But again, I mean, listen, they all look
But
fantastic.
they even said, okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we've been talking about how hard it's going to be for them to cut people down now. And they said basically their cuts are going to have, everyone's great. Everybody's, really good. So their cuts are going to have to be based off of people who aren't picking up choreography fast enough and people who aren't uniform ready.
Yeah.
So she definitely falls into that category right now. If they were to pick the team right now, they wouldn't
be uniform ready.
be able to put her
Well,
in.
listen, Miss
she's
Kitty
not
was
ready.
on her side. So I'm like,
Yeah.
hello, who wouldn't want to have Miss Kitty
See,
on her side?
But that's also because who she is. She even told her.
Yes, she did
I
say.
kind of felt
she's
like
been
that.
in your.
Yeah, she told her, she said, you've known her since she was 10 years old or
Right,
whatever.
she
they
said
say
that
in
to
your program.
Kelly.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
She was like, you have to give her the respect to try to make it better.
Yeah.
To lose it.
And
But is it
when
fair?
that scene happened, I felt like that too. I was like, now I kind of feel like they're giving her special treatment because of the fact that, like in the first episodes in the tryouts, they're like, oh, that vet gained 10 pounds, she's out. Or I feel like maybe if it was somebody else, they wouldn't be as
Lenient about it.
Yeah. Or as willing to work and be like, okay, we're gonna warn you. Okay, we're gonna warn you again. Okay, we're really warning you.
I just feel like Victoria's trying so hard. I don't mind her getting some of the extra, not attention, but I don't mind it. I think Victoria's coming hard with it. I mean, she's definitely not having any issues with learning the routine so far. We haven't seen that as one of her issues. I think if it's just the weight gain, all right,
Yeah,
Sophia,
then
lose
she
your little 5
deserves.
pounds.
Yeah, she
whatever.
deserves the
She can fix
opportunity
it.
to
Right.
fix her weight.
Yes.
It just sucks looking at her. She's a small girl for normal people life.
Right.
But trying to be
for normal people.
Yeah.
But not for
being right
superstar NFL cheerleader life.
I mean, that's basically what it is. Because no one would ever look at her and be like,
She's fat
Mm.
or
'Cause
she's not in shape.
yeah, she's small. And then, but then the way they, like you said, they do the camera angles
of
to make it
course.
look like, oh, I can see a little something.
Right,
And then
a
it just
little
makes the rest of
stomach
America
fold.
judging her when you're probably sitting at home eating chips.
Thank
Like,
you.
You're
Thank
sitting
you.
on the couch eating chips, watching her do
Break it down,
Yeah.
Imani.
Preach.
We got you, Victoria.
Preach.
You look beautiful.
She does. You do, Victoria. Keep doing you.
Yes.
Except with the Cheetos.
The next girl was Tara. Tara? Is that her name? Yeah, I think it's Tara.
With the dirty, with the
wet noodle
muddy,
hair.
with the muddy hair.
I did
muddy
not like her hair
roots.
either.
No.
You
I
like
mean, it was
she,
just because she didn't do anything to it.
Yeah.
It was just there.
and they said cut it, but I almost think she needs volume. She needs volume
volume.
and maybe like extensions, or even if they don't want to give her longer hair, but she needs to add pieces.
I think
to
just
get
because
that
her
look.
hair is probably, it looked pretty thin and just she
stringy.
didn't do anything. And even when you're going, that's the hard thing about going to these practices is you have to look amazing at every
All the
practice. You have
time.
to show up game day ready. You have to put your lashes on. You have to curl your hair and do the most makeup and everything just to go to rehearsal, which I'm sure is a little bit annoying. But
Yeah.
and then you're dancing the whole time at rehearsal, so your hair is not staying like that. It's sweaty. It's getting gross.
Yeah.
And this is the
nasty.
one that Miss Kitty told. This is the girl who she told, listen, the girl beside you is outshining you and you
Yeah.
need to step it up. So she did look a little drab, her hair is not looking the best, her makeup
Yeah.
wasn't really on.
And she had her spray tan on her face.
Oh,
'Cause she
my
did look a little
goodness.
blotchy.
She did
she
look
just,
a little
She just looked kind of off.
Yeah.
And they want these girls to look
And they told her
like
she gained weight
perfect.
too.
Yeah, it says she gained 10 pounds because they do weigh-in, so that's how they know the exact number. That
Right.
Victoria gained 11 and she gained 10 from last year. But the hard part is that, especially being a woman, our bodies just go up and down so much.
Yes.
And if you're really not looking out for your weight or even weighing yourself, we wear leggings as pants, so they stretch. I
wear
noticed
leggings
that.
as pants.
My freshman year, I gained the freshman
15.
20 because I was.
Imani.
Oh yeah, I was wearing my leggings. I'm like, oh, it's stretching out.
You're I still fit in
Yeah,
these.
but then put some jeans on.
You're
Bet you those
see,
don't fit.
Yes, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
So it's from 2017 to now, 10 pounds. That's easy to do that to gain 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Plus, it depends too, because you can also gain 10 pounds and it can be muscle.
Yeah.
If they are working out. So it just depends, because she said her face looks swollen.
Yeah.
It did. Her face.
So
I'm sorry. No, you know what? But her body looked great. I think the 10 pounds might
she
have been
better
in
do
the
that.
face.
Drink a lot of water, not drink a lot of water. That dehydration thing we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. And just do it quick and get it over with.
Or you know what?
That's so
Somebody
sad.
told me one time that, like, if you want to define your face and your cheekbones,
Tell me.
that you should
Tell us
do a
more.
lot of jump rope.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true. I didn't
I'm
try
down.
it because I hate jump roping.
Said
But-
you're down.
I'll be like,
That's what somebody told me.
well, I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm like, I love a snatched face.
So you'd be like,
I'm done. I'm done.
Just pushed back. And last but not least, Dayton went to the office. Well, I guess least in this scenario because she's
She had-
cut.
Yeah, she's cut.
Yeah.
And she has really no fans on this platform here. Sorry, Dayton. Next year, maybe.
Yeah.
Next year, maybe she could come back. Maybe she'll watch all these different episodes and say, you know what? Maybe I didn't do my best. And maybe
Yeah.
I can shine a little bit better. Maybe I can have my moves be a little more punchy or a little stronger.
Better personality.
More powerful. Better personality.
maybe she'll be able to see, because a lot of the times when you're dancing, you feel like you're giving 110%, but it doesn't look like that. Like, you really have to give 200% for it to look like you're giving 100%,
Right.
or you're even keeping up. And I know that was always my problem when I was like auditioning and doing these kinds of dances, is I thought I was going really hard, but then if I watched a video of myself, I was like, wow, I look like I'm not hardly even trying.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Yeah. And she just wasn't picking up choreography the whole time. And there's only so much you can do at that point. It's like when she gets into the office, she's crying and she's asking, what can I do? What can I do? At this point, there's nothing. You can do it next year.
Yeah.
You can do it again.
Yeah, so you could try.
Whenever
come back.
Kelli says you need to take more classes,
Oh, you're cut. You're so cut.
done.
Yeah,
That's
you're
code.
done.
Well, and they're at the end of week 5.
Yeah, and they have to cut, what now? 6? Wait. Yeah.
7, I think. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh my
'cause they have to cut 8,
6 or
so
7.
they...
Are down to that. Okay, they've got to cut several more.
Yeah.
But with that said, when it was time for day end to go home, like everyone cried except for me.
I almost
Yeah.
cried, honestly. I
that
felt a
was
little
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Just because I felt her sadness.
Yeah. Because it
don't
was
know.
like that.
When
just
she
felt
said
bad.
that, when she said to Kelli and Julie, she was like, "Listen, I think I'm improving. Like I think I'm getting better."
They were like...
Yeah, and we all were doing that. Like,
they were
no.
like, are you getting better?
Exactly. Like, no, you're not. So
Yeah.
clearly, you are not you're not being realistic.
Right. Do you think she deserved one more week?
I don't think so. I kind of been feeling for the past couple weeks that she was just not really going to improve much.
Yeah.
I still feel like Melina, I feel can improve, but Dayton, I kind of feel like she hit her plateau a couple episodes ago.
And I'm totally pulling for Melina. I want to see her beautiful face make it, but you're right. She's slacking a little bit too in terms of like the dance moves and memorizing.
But at least
the
she's like,
routines.
she's very personable, and like everyone that comes in says that
like
she
her.
looks great and they love her and she looks fun to watch. Whereas
she's fun
Dayton
to
was
watch.
not getting the choreography, and then she was just kind of there.
Yeah, and she didn't know it at all. Like, Melina kind of knew it, like
Yeah.
when they were side by side, but Dayton
One
did
of them
not
kept
know
turning the wrong
anything.
way.
Right.
Well,
Probably Dayton.
probably
and when
Dayton.
and when they took the mirror away, Dayton was lost.
She was lost
She
in
was
the
lost.
sauce. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't show her mom. I think her mom's Shelly.
Oh yeah.
I wish they would have showed her and like her reaction, but maybe she was too sad or wasn't there.
Good point.
I'm not sure. But I mean, it does suck because she's a legacy. And so...
The woman who calls for them to come into the office, Dayton, Brianna, Victoria, that woman, she was crying. Like she was, and I haven't seen her do anything on the show other than call the ladies in.
Yeah.
And she was crying.
Because her cry was like, so it was sad. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm
It
so
was like
sad.
a heart-wrenching.
Yeah, like she was, and I kind of wish, like, you should have showed that type of emotion throughout this process, through your personality, not just sad, of course, because she'll be
Right.
crying every episode, but like your happiness and through your choreography,
Right.
show more emotion. That was the first time we seen her be more than just so like nonchalant.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they would have had that type of energy,
Right.
if she would have had that energy throughout the process, she could have made it further. But now she's cut.
But it's not over. I mean, it's over for this season, but she's not going to give up. I'm sure she's going to come back next season.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
She's
I hope
super
so.
young.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah.
Kelli said
how
she's
old
one
is
of the
she?
youngest.
Do you remember?
I don't know.
I don't remember how old, but
Probably like 20.
Yeah, she's got the moves like they were saying. She's got all the technical dance moves and knowledge. She should come back and try again next year.
Yeah. So we'll root for you, I guess, right? You're rooting for you? Rooting for her?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Well, we're going to get into our segment, which is cheer history. I love this because most of the time I don't know anything.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm going to school you, Imani. Okay. Hey, guys. I'm going to give you a little bit of cheer history. We've been doing this every week. And last week, we learned that cheerleading was actually started by a fraternity, which is no longer around anymore. But other than that, okay. So cheerleading originated in the U.S. with the fraternities. And it was mostly men on all cheer squads. They used to call them yell squads because they started like at universities to just boys out there like yelling at their team, you know, like
Rah, rah,
yeah,
rah.
right.
Rah,
And then they
rah,
kind of
rah.
made it organized. So it was mostly men or all men until 1940s when World War II came, and then all the men went to war, and then that's when women started coming in. And then by in 1950 was the first NFL professional team.
Okay.
It was with the Baltimore Colts, and it was women, and it was all women, and they were hired for their sex appeal and their dance ability. And the reason for that was they specifically chose these women because men were their target audience, so they wanted another reason to entice the men to come to football games, which is kind of still how it is now. So by the 1970s, cheerleading was pretty much all girls, and the first global presentation of cheerleading was on ESPN in 1997. It was the International Cheerleading Competition. And then shortly after that, in 2000, was when the movie Bring It On came out.
Yes.
And I feel like,
Clovers.
right, okay. I feel like that's one of the most epic movies.
It
for me.
is.
So once Bring It On came out, I thought that was interesting because that was kind of when cheerleading really hit like pop culture, and then everyone was talking about it. And then now you have all these, really young cheerleading teams and competitions and everything going on.
Cool.
So that's that.
Wow, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. You're
welcome.
Bring It On is iconic. It's a classic. I
So
actually
good.
watched it on the plane on my way back here.
Oh.
I feel like now there's like Bring It On 10. I don't know, but I know
How
they
many
made a
Bring It
bunch
Ons
after that.
Right.
are there?
I was a Clover cheerleader 2 years ago for Halloween.
You
I just had a
were?
picture. Yeah, me and my 3 friends, we made the costume.
You've got to bring
That's
this
awesome.
Yeah, I'll
picture.
bring it. I'll bring it for next time.
Gotta
we're
see
here.
that.
Yes. Well, I have some news and gossip for you guys.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, are you wanting to be on the team? I feel like this is a commercial. Well, you can, and you can get practice because they're having prep classes, obviously in Texas, and this just gets you prepared for the audition that will come around. Actually, I went on the website and I don't even see a date. Maybe because if you sign up, that means that you will make that day available whenever the date
Whenever
comes
it
out.
is. Clear your calendar.
Right, exactly. It's $40 to go. So
yeah.
if you want to be a DCC, then fly down there, or if you live there, go ahead and go to the prep classes. So
Why not?
yeah, should we go?
Do it. I think we should.
We should fly down.
Yes.
We should show, be like, we learned all these moves from the TV show.
Right.
Yes.
Come back and perform for you guys in this little space.
Maybe
right here.
AfterBuzz TV will fly us down there.
Yeah.
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 They're like, cut tape. So what are your girls' predictions for next week?
Oh, that's so hard. Every year not every year.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Every episode. That's hard because it's always something new. They just surprise us. I have no prediction.
Ooh,
Sorry,
dun, dun,
it's
dun.
horrible, but I don't because it's like every episode we meet somebody new, we learn something new, and you never know.
Well, I know for the next episode, they teased that they're going to be on the field learning the intro for their intro dance. And I always think that's interesting when they put them on the field versus always seeing them in the studio. Just because, like we mentioned before, the girls look different on a field, and some people can project really well to the audience and other people kind of shrink and you don't notice them as much. So I think that's going to be a big factor also for the coaches looking at the girls.
Right. I think my prediction, I don't think there's going to be a cut next week because we've gotten 2 cuts back to back, and
Okay.
because there's about how many episodes?
Good point. There's,
Left.
I think like 5 more.
I think
left.
5.
Oh, 5?
Yeah.
I think there's 13 total.
Oh, okay. I thought we had a bunch more. Then maybe there could be, but I feel like they did 2 in a row, so they might skip next week.
Take next week off.
And then they'll be like cutting them really fast. It will be like,
Imani's so excited.
I know, like, cut them. I just want to know who. I just want to see the team.
The final team.
You already know the team. You looked it up.
Okay, I did look it up, but I did know that Dayton was not going to be on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for not spoiling it for us.
I got you guys. I'm not going to spoil it.
But I wouldn't know. I'm
No,
like,
but I
tell
don't
us,
know,
tell
like-
us now.
When I looked at it in the beginning, I didn't really know their faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't looked back at it because I know them. So I'll be like, oh, this girl was not on it. This girl's on it. So I'm still going to be really excited on the last episode. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for being involved and tweeting us and continue to do so because we love the support and we want to interact with you guys. So ask us questions, send us links, all that jazz. I'm your host, Imani Blackmon. You can find me at Imani_Blackmon on all social media platforms.
And I'm your girl, Stefan. You can find me at Polka 930 on the ground.
Yes. Good job. Thanks. And my name's Julana, and you can find me on Instagram at Julana.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.